the seeds that's helped us grow this team into the team that they are really started a year ago in Palo Alto when a very great Stanford team beat us by 36 last year on December 13th. I think we really grew from that defeat, and 6 days later beat number 6 in the nation, Florida State. And I don't think that would have happened without what happened in Palo Alto last year against Stanford. So, yeah, this is a very good Stanford team. I have so much respect for Coach Vandiver and her program. So I'm just really thus proud for our players to step up the way they did tonight. And they've worked very, very hard. Our fifth-year seniors, a sixth-year senior worked very, very hard to put themselves in position to earn this, but you still have to make it happen as players and as people. And the two people sitting next to me, all games are won by the players, and these two guys stepped up big time tonight. We've always loved what Felicia Chester does behind the scenes and the dirty work that she does, but, you know, we've been on Fee, and we wanted to attack their strength inside. I feel like our big guys are better than they get credit for, and we wanted to go at them inside. I'm really proud of the way Fee accepted that challenge tonight. And Keisha over here is a big bucket maker. And again, I'm just on Keisha all the time about trying to do little things between the touches, and actually benched her tonight for some non-attention to between the touches details, and I'm glad I didn't bench her too long. So. Questions?
Doug, you beat a number 3 team some years ago in
You know, the number 2 in the nation. I mean, it is a benchmark for your program when the highest ranked team you've ever beaten is a number 3 team, and they are number 2, number 3. And we're excited about that. At the same time, I think it's important we temper our excitement, because as much as we want to win a game that you play, my song it's got the fight song on it. As much as you want to beat a team like Stanford in December, you know, there's a likelihood that a great team like Stanford will be playing for the national championship, and we could be playing them again later in the season. So we have to temper this and still continue to grow and get better. Kayla Peterson is a special player for Stanford. I was blessed to coach her in USA Basketball in 2006 and 2007, and you know, she is a very special player, and I'm sure that you know, she would have made the game a tougher game for us if she had been able to play. But that's part of college basketball, and why I don't want to diminish what our players have won, recognizing Kayla. And you know, we didn't play without Deirdre Naughton either. You know, I mean, that's you know, there's people that we don't have. You know, we're missing Deirdre Naughton and Jen Juergens, and Deirdre's a Weight Watch candidate herself. So I mean, you know, that's kind of getting lost here as well. So you know, I just
yourself a little elation and satisfaction.
Yeah, I'm excited for sure. But the other aspect of this was, you know, I really am proud of the profession, and I'm proud of women's basketball. I think Tara is absolutely one of the greatest coaches ever to have coached, and still a great coach. You know, I don't want to use past tense there, but you know, when you go to Tennessee and you sit there as a sacrificial lamb for Coach Summit winning her 800th, and then you sit there as a sacrificial lamb for Coach Vivian Stringer with her 800th. There comes a placing point where you kind of just like to say, you know, I told alums before the game that if we get beat tonight, they should throw hats on the floor for me, because I would just have scored the hat trick, and you know, been 3 for 3 and the answer to a great trivia question. So we are excited that Stanford's got to go get that 800th win down in Knoxville, not here in Chicago.
We're in a good position to take this now, or?
Yeah, I was definitely feeling confident. Yeah, I was feeling great the whole game, and towards the second half, we kept hitting all our shots. So as we kept hitting shots, I was feeling better about our chances of winning.
We've had a habit of, as a collective team, of letting leads get away from us, and it's been it's been part of our team's personality. It just happened the other night against Northwestern, up 15, and let Northwestern score consecutive baskets to make it a 4-point game. So there's no way I was feeling elated, Jack. You know, I feel a lot better being up than being down or chasing the number. But at the same time, you know, you want to see this team grow out of their little character flaw, if you will, or a little personality flaw, not character flaw, because they got great character, but of letting leads slip away. And we've done that all year against all levels of opponent. Against great opponents and against not great opponents, we've let our leads get away from us. So, I think it was just huge that those lessons were brought home tonight by our players, staying focused on the possession in the moment rather than getting overly elated. We want them confident and feeling good, but overly elated when you're playing a great Stanford team with still 5, 6, 7 minutes to go.
Keisha, could you talk about your play there in the last 6 or 7 minutes? It seems like you were on fire to be kind of in unconscious mode.
My teammates found me. I got good shots. Got to the free throw line. Coach told me, I was having a hard, a tough first half. And, he also told me you got to do the little things to get yourself started. So I think I got an and-1, got to the line, got myself started, felt a little better about myself after that. And that was it,
Yeah, I'm sorry. We've got we have a big game at Arizona State, so this is a Pac-10 week, and so we have to let the players enjoy that. They're going to have their first day off tomorrow in a long time, and we've gone through 2 stretches this year, 7 games in 15 days. This concludes 7 games in 15 days for the second time this season. They deserve a well-earned day off tomorrow, and then we're going to have to get in here early on Saturday. We want to be out at Loyola at All-State to support our men playing Loyola at 1 o'clock, so practice is going to have to be early on Saturday. And then we jump a flight on Sunday to go out to Tempe and play a 23 RPI Arizona State team from the great Pac-10. So, we've got our hands still full here. So we have to enjoy tonight, but be ready to come back to work and ready to go on Saturday.
The game plan, your pregame game plan pretty much goes the way that you expected.
Well,
Attacking inside.
Our first key was fearlessness. We have a sign in our locker room, "Dare to be elite," and you have to play this game fearless. And I know this is the same attitude we brought to the game that we won but didn't win against UConn a couple years ago. That's how you have to play against a great team. You can't beat them cautiously. I know we have great talent, great people, great character. So fearless is the first key. And then, the second key was to keep them off the free throw line, because we've been a notoriously we've been notoriously gifting to our opponent when it comes to getting them on the line. I thought we also had a controlled defensive glass, and then offensively make the extra pass. Stanford is so well coached that they're not going to just give you, even when we were up at the end and Coach Tara went to the matchup zone, the 2-3 zone, it was so extended, it was hard to get good looks. You have to make the extra pass against a team of this caliber. And then the next key was all of these, not necessarily in rank order, but to go and attack inside. I really believe that our inside game has potential here to be a very, very quality inside game. And Fee and I have been talking about this since she got here. I mean, she's such a great service-oriented person. She's always concerned about doing the little things for other people, and sometimes could care less if she scores. Well, we need her to score, and we need to be able to attack inside. So that was definitely one of our keys, and it's something that was very important to not, back to being fearless, not to be afraid to go at an All-American like Nneka and her sister, and the great size that they can bring off the bench with Sarah Booth. So I'm thrilled that we went at them the way we did. I thought China 3 had a great first half of getting the ball into the post. I mean, you still have to have teammates get you the ball, and I thought China got that going in the first half, and I thought that was also very important. And you want your kids to play free and have fun. It's still supposed to be a game, and try to enjoy the moment that they work so hard to earn the right to enjoy. And that's really kind of all the keys there, Jim. Thank you all for covering women's hoops, and again, guys, great job, you too.